what I actually look for before funding a hard money loan. Most real estate investors, they spend their energy finding deals. I spend mine figuring out which ones I'll actually fund. And here's exactly what I'm looking for when a loan request lands on my desk. I get calls every week from real estate investors who've been declined by a bank or another hard money lender, and they don't know why. Sometimes the answer is simple. I mean, sometimes it's a deal that was submitted all wrong in the first place. Not because it's a bad deal, but because the borrower didn't understand what a lender is actually looking for, right? So it has hope after all, because when I look at a deal, it's a lot faster than when a bank looks at a deal, because we're looking at fewer things in a bank, but those fewer things, they matter more. And if you know what they are before you call me, you'll either walk in with a strong loan application, or you'll save both of us a conversation that isn't going anywhere because it's not a deal. I'm Corey Dutton. I founded High West Lending in 2008, and I've funded deals across 9 Western states for 18 plus years. This is what I look for before approving a loan. The 5 criteria. Criterion 1, the asset. First, I look at the property, not the borrower, the property. Address, type, current condition, location within the market. And, I've been watching real estate in Utah, Colorado, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and just in the Pacific Northwest long enough to know which submarkets are the most liquid and which ones aren't. If I can't get out of this loan cleanly, if something goes wrong, that changes everything about how I think about the risk, because I'm not trying to foreclose on anyone. But I may have to own that property if a borrower walks away, right? And if it's a property I wouldn't want to own if the deal goes south, I won't fund that deal. Criterion number 2, what I look at, the exit. The exit strategy, also known as the plan for paying the loan back. How are you going to do that? This is where most incomplete applications fall apart. I'm going to sell it, right, is not an exit strategy, because I need to know who's your target buyer, at what price, and what time frame, and what are the comps that support that number. The exit drives the loan approval for me. And if the exit is far-fetched, which means it's not backed by real data, I'm probably not going to approve that loan. Criterion 3, the margin, the profit margin. Does this deal have enough of a spread to cover all of the costs and still make financial sense for you? Because I have declined deals where the ARV, after repair value, was solid, but the purchase price was just too high. The borrower overpaid for the property. And the only way to make it work was a perfect rehab on a perfect timeline. And we all know that doesn't happen. Criterion 4, the scope, the rehab scope. Okay, so for fix and flips and construction loans, I want to see a real budget, not a ballpark. Okay, line items, contractor bids, and real invoices for materials, a timeline. The most common mistake I see from first-time borrowers is a rehab budget that's too light. I'm not looking for a perfect budget, okay? But I'm looking for a budget that reflects real numbers and reality. Criterion 5, the borrower. And I want to be clear, this is last on the list, not first. I'm not running a bank credit model here. So I'm not requiring a perfect credit score from you, 2 years of tax returns, or a W-2. But I do want to know who I'm working with. Have you done this before? Or if you're a beginner, do you have the background or the right team to make your first real estate deal a success? The borrowers that I trust most are the ones who come in knowing where the risks are in their own deals, right? Already. Not the ones that are planning for some perfect scenario. Because I do lend to beginners, but beginners need to show me a solid plan and tell me what the risks are and how they will handle those risks if they happen. I'll tell you now about a deal in a rural location that 2 big box hard money lenders had already declined due to the small population size. But the numbers on the deal, they worked. I mean, the demand in the market was there, and the borrower planned for a holding timeline of double what he thought it would be. And that's great for a rural area. The borrower also got solid invoices for materials, hard bids from his chosen subcontractors. He built in a contingency for overruns, and he gave me solid comparables for the resale, but he also brought me solid rental comparables as well, just in case he had to hold it as a rental if it didn't sell like he planned. In his numbers, I could see he factored in all of the costs too. Like he was thinking insurance, utilities, selling costs, back-end title escrow fees. Like he had all the costs there. And despite 2 big box hard money lenders having rejected it due to population size, I funded it and closed it in 6 days. So the lesson is a solid plan with real numbers and worst case scenario assumptions already built in. Those were able to overcome the property's rural location with a low population size. If you've got a real estate deal and you're not sure whether it checks these boxes that I talked about here in the video, just give us a call. Tell us about the asset, the exit, the profit margin, the scope, and your plan. And we'll tell you within 24 to 48 hours whether it's something we can fund and at what terms. High West Lending, 435-565-1768. And we're at highwestlending.com. We fund bridge loans, rental property loans, fix and flip, new construction, DSCR loans, commercial bridge, and land across the Western U.S.